hardline demand by many within the Republican Party to try to make the issue of the border larger by impeaching the Biden Secretary Mayorkas, and this just failed. I can also tell you, as we watch the floor, and I'm going to bring in Emily Bazelon, who's been watching along with us, the numbers you see there, this is now basically the procedural act. They're going to run it back, basically. But the failure there of this attempt to impeach the secretary means that the Republicans thought they had more votes than they did. And I can tell you, if you were watching moments ago right along with us, for a while it was deadlocked at 215. That would have still been a failure, but a more narrow one. And then in those final moments, as I told you, the voting was still technically open. It then fell by 2 votes. Emily Bazelon, staff writer for the New York Times Magazine, is with us. She knows plenty about the legality of so many of these border issues, which can be quite complex, and we've seen that go all the way up to the Supreme Court recently. What we saw here was fundamentally the politics, Emily. And as you and I know, people can make all the predictions they want. The Republicans brought this to the floor today to win, not to have a very public embarrassment. There were a couple of people gone, but most people were there. Your reaction to this news out of the Congress tonight, that the Republicans failed to get their impeachment vote done through their narrow majority of Secretary Mayorkas?
I mean, look, I think it's important to remember that the accusations that the Republicans brought against Secretary Mayorkas was not corruption. It wasn't negligence. It was they didn't like how he was doing his job. They talk about it as willfully refusing to enforce the laws at the border, but really this is a policy dispute. And so it is interesting that some of their members, a few of them, balked and refused to go along with this impeachment, which was largely symbolic and, as you said, very much driven by politics.
Yeah.